In this episode, I'm joined by Joaquim Martin Freixa. He has been working in wine business for over 20 years right now. He started making his own wine in 2013, and currently he is assisting 6 wineries in Spain in terms of strategy, winemaking, and export. He's very well experienced in the wine business, and he has his own, in my opinion, very great idea of making wine. He also shared some ideas of what we can expect in the future of wine, especially in Europe, according to climate change, to water stress, and anything else. And in the end, he has a great advice for people who'd like to start their own business in wine for the future. And I would like to start the episode with a quote of him regarding his own idea of wine. When it comes to wine, I have my own personal idea. I like mostly all kind of good wines. As often said, life is too short for bad wine. All good wines are good for me, but I have a clearly idea about my ideal wine. I want to drink noble, elegant and fine wines where you don't need to have food to be able to enjoy them. My perfect wine is the one you drink in the morning or in the afternoon before or while you wait for dinner. Therefore, they need to be so good that you can drink them alone with no need to be having a steak to swallow it. My point is that the best wine is the one you enjoy directly. And that's exactly my idea behind this new step in my career. Apart from working and managing wineries, which I have done with a lot of passion for almost 2 decades, I wanted to produce my ideal wine. I wanted to have my personal perfect wine. And therefore I started working on this idea. Maybe I have not achieved my ideal wine, but I've been not far. And right now, guys, enjoy the episode. If you like what you hear, hit the follow button on Spotify, YouTube, or Apple Podcasts, and let me know in the comments what you think of this approach. Bye. Kim, thanks for having me. Let's start with the very simple question. What is your personal idea of a good wine?
So just to give you an idea, I personally like very much, I know that this is not very typical from Spain. It will be. And this is what I think that makes me, I have the ideas very clear here. I mean, wine is something, is a kind of drink that I'm enjoying very much without food. Mm-hmm. In the middle of the afternoon with nice music, a nice book. I don't need to have an entrecote. I don't need to have food in order to enjoy wine. I can enjoy it with food, absolutely. But if I have to be honest, the perfect moment for me with wine is in that moment where I'm meditating with the wine. It's just the wine and me. And it's when you can feel and enjoy the wine in itself. In order to do that, it cannot be just a wine with a lot of alcohol that is not well balanced, because in that way you would feel all the edges. Mm-hmm. No, it should be rounded and smooth and kind of velvety, and that way you can enjoy it without food. Mm-hmm. If the wine is very bad, you need a lot of things.
Yeah, right. To cover it. Yeah. What do you see as the biggest challenge to reach your approach of this wine you just described in the next years?
I mean, the conditions should stay good, right? So should stay very, very good, because otherwise we'll struggle a little bit. Yeah. So that's a reality. I mean, it's the condition. If the conditions are staying, I mean, if we are struggling with water, the quality of the wine will probably be great, but the production will be very low. Mm-hmm. And at the end, it will be a little bit tough to work with small productions, right? So yeah. Water is important, right? But on the other side, with the old vines, we don't need so much water neither. So the how do you call it? The roots are going deep. So therefore, I mean, we probably can survive without so much water. Better and less productivity means also more concentration in better wine. That's right. But yeah, at least we need certain conditions, right? The perfect conditions would be a lot of rain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now a lot of rain, and then afterwards Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. So June, July, August, very sunny, extremely, with changes of temperature between night and day. Yeah, this would be on paper, the perfect.
So you have the diurnal range
Exactly.
you need. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. The altitude of the vineyards, around 350, 400. I mean, at the end, the temperature it changed pretty much. Between day and night. Yeah. But this would be ideal. Yeah, a lot of water now, and let's see.
You also work as a wine consultant for other wineries. How do you keep up to date to new methods, innovations, and stuff like that in wine business?
Each wine region is different, and each winery is different. So in each winery, you need to think about different methods and different ways. And I'm working as a consultant, so I have usually the family there to help me out. They know much better than me their special conditions, and so it's not that I just come in and say and decide, but I work together. What I do there with the wineries at the end is I prepare them in order to be successful with the wines, and I do for them the export, right? So
The export as well.
Okay. Yeah. So in some way if we're talking about small winery, for example, let's talk about the small winery. For example, Bodega Picos from Campo de Borja, a small winery. This winery, we talk about three brothers and me, and they are wonderful people. Wonderful people. They'll work also with other things like cereals and pigs, animals, whatever. So, and they do have the production of wine, and they've never been out of the country. By never, I mean never. So probably I help there in a lot of things, like going out, and going to wine fairs and representing the winery, having done the wines the way I consider the best way in order to be successful. For example, those wines, talking about a little bit the alcohol content, we have a wine there, Gran Gregoriano, with 15.7.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, but also there the wine is great, and you don't feel the alcohol very much. So we have achieved there to make the wine rounded enough so that the alcohol is well integrated in the tannins. And in the case, sorry because it's changing a little bit the point of Monsanto, but in the case of Campo de Borja, the tannins, the garnacha in Campo de Borja feels always as the wine would be very yummy, very juicy, as the wine would be almost sweet, and it's not sweet, yeah. So therefore, this is the characteristic of Campo de Borja. So then, obviously, you need to match this with the alcohol content is extremely high, with the tannins, with the oak aging, everything, right? So, and that's where I can help, because I know what I like and what I think that the importers like and the world likes, right? So it's in any case, if I'm working together with a winery, we are a family there, and yeah.
What advice would you give someone who would like to start his own business in winemaking, for example, or in wine business in general?
Wow, I don't know if I'm able to give any advices, honestly. I know that I'm happy, but I guess that maybe the first thing would be to ask yourself if you like this world, right? And if you think that you can be happy, right? So, other than that, I have.
That is amazing. It's the best thing you should do. That you do what you love, and the success comes on its own. And you said in the beginning you just had it by accident, the success and the happiness. And amazing.
I think that you can. It would be nice to say that have planned planned everything and had everything under control. But no, I mean, life is sometimes everything is by accident, right? So,
yes. Yes.
Maybe you're not staying in a business 25 years by accident, but the beginning could be an accident, right?
Yeah. And you get a lot of experience and network.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Last question. What are your plans for the future?
Well, we have a new project, but I'm not allowed to explain it right now.
So
but
no spoiler.
A new project like the one that we're doing with Martin Freixa, because obviously the production we have in Martin Freixa is very small. Mm-hmm. So and I cannot increase the production there because with 3 hectares that's what we have, but we have a similar project in another place, so that's something that is making us very happy. And
will you stay with the with the red grapes, or will you?
Yeah, red grapes. Yeah.
I read there is 6% of white grapes in Monsanto.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if at the end, honestly, I don't know if at the end is a question that in the past, maybe in Spain, more maybe than in Austria or Germany, the focus was more in planting red grapes rather than white, because the red wine was a little bit more trendy, right? A little bit more appreciated. Not today, but the vine's already there, right?
Yeah, and I mean, this is my personal opinion, but the Mediterranean countries know how to make great reds. In Germany, it took us quite a while to make big reds.
Yeah.
I learned from my parents you cannot drink German Pinot.
Yeah.
And today they do very good ones.
Yes, right. I think that the tendency of the climate and everything, and the evolution and the globalization is making that everyone is able to do great wines, and I mean Spain is increasing the quality amazingly, but also Germany and Austria, and they're doing wines in Belgium right now, and sparkling wines in around London, and that's also interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Very much. It was amazing to give an insight in your personal life and also your winemaking approach. Good luck for the future. Hope to see you very soon.
Thank you. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.